Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Party Podcast, where we give you all the hottest sports takes with a little bit of lifestyle and cultural impact. It's your boy D Lamp.
Hey, it's your boy Melo.
It's your dog Huncho.
Your boy Jay-Tay. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How y'all boys doing this week? How this week treating y'all?
I'm a little hot up in Phoenix, a little hot out here, but we living, we good, you know what I'm saying?
It's funny.
They starting the episode off like
Man,
this?
it's funny. Yes, I think he's starting the episode off like that, bro.
I'm just in Phoenix. I'm
like it,
chilling,
though.
man.
I like
I'm
it,
on
though.
vacation. I'm on vacation. It's July. It's the first of the month. Like y'all
Wake up.
Yeah, it's the first of the month. New goals.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
new air, new life. We're kicking off summer right. Ooh, bar,
Yes, sir.
bar.
You'll feed into this?
Hey, look, man. I can't say too much because
You let him have the moment.
yeah,
Okay.
let him have his moment, man.
Nah, it's not about letting me have my moment. I've been spitting facts on this show for quite some time. I mean, we could check the tape. It ain't about a moment. Like, let's square that away. I've been right quite a few times on this show, but you
I'm
check
not
the
taking nothing away
episodes.
from
Make sure y'all follow the party, official party. Make sure you check out
Check-
all the other
So is
episodes.
Check them
I'm gonna check that
timestamps,
out.
Jay.
I
Yeah,
wanna
we
make
just
sure
get
we're
we just
clear.
getting started. Football season is approaching.
Wanna make sure we're
Basketball
clear.
season is ending. So we're
Wait.
gonna have some fun.
Wait.
We're gonna have some fun. Olympics coming up. It's a lot going on.
Sir.
Alright, I feel it. What you got to say, Melo?
No, bro, we going great, bro. Week's going. It's holiday weekend.
It is a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
Holiday weekend.
Happy 4th to everybody because this is gonna drop
On the
on the
4th.
4th. So happy
Yeah.
4th to everybody.
Hope everybody having a safe time, enjoying their family, enjoying loved ones, and
Facts.
just living it up,
Facts.
man. We got a foresight.
safe.
Yes, sir. But wait, you were saying just to be clear, what's happening?
Bro, he was right. I'm good, bro. I'm good. You see why we doing this already? Bro, we take a week off.
No. Hey, okay.
I'm this close to wearing a LeBron jersey. I have nothing to say. I'm good. I'm good.
Huncho,
What's good with it, man? What's good with it?
Huncho.
good with you, fam.
Good, man. Can't complain, man. I'm living good, man. Just trying to stay on top of everything. Just keep progressing.
Hey, I feel you. Like they said, new month, new goals.
Yes, sir. Y'all ready to kick it off?
Let's
get it.
start this thing off.
All right, man. So as y'all know, we always kick off our episode with our culture lifestyle segment. This week, we're gonna keep it around sports. Talking fan bases. As you all know, with sports comes the fans as well. So, just speaking upon fan bases and to the guys, what is the best fan base to you all, or who has some of the best fan base? And also, like, y'all feel like fan bases are necessary to sports. What's some of y'all takes on that, man? Let's start off with D Lamp. Look like he's stirring something up. What you got, man?
Oh man, I don't
Best
know.
fan base, man. Football, basketball, baseball, whatever you want to go with.
So look. I'm not even gonna go sport. I'm not even gonna go sport specific. I'm finna kick this off with the region. I feel like New York and LA have some of the best fan bases, and that's almost through any sport. Just because I feel like their teams, most of the times you can say their teams are good. I'm not gonna talk about basketball. Basketball just starting to get a good team in New York. But yeah, I feel like those fan bases really be hype. I feel like they really be with the stuff. They ride or die, and I feel like that's for both New York and LA. But as far as necessity goes, and I'm gonna say throughout this year with the whole pandemic stuff happening and everything, I feel like we've gotten a chance to see how sports would be with no fan base and like nobody in the seats, nobody cheering and stuff like that. I feel like is you can do it. Like it's possible. Like it's feasible, but is it still that same sport? Like, do you still get that same what do I want to say? I don't know. Do you still get that same feeling as you would with an arena field or whatever the case may be? No. I feel like a lot of the times players look forward to the fans being out there, whether that's an opposing team or their home team. So I feel like fan base is necessary, and I don't know. I feel like we've seen that throughout this year. So I don't know. I'm gonna kick it to Jay.
Yeah, just definitely piggyback off what you said. Definitely New York, LA are big markets, but you know the fans are the dollar sign. You know what I'm saying? So you know they're doing this for the fans' entertainment. So you know you have to appreciate that element. But even to dive a little bit deeper, I was even thinking soccer. You know what I'm saying? Like the Euro League is currently going on right now, and like we got the Olympics coming up and everything. You know, so it's just like you know. When you have these type of events as well, you know, you have a worldwide view of these things, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's a really dope element about sports, you know. Sports is universal, you know what I'm saying? And you get to see these different countries go and, you know, you get to see how different fan bases, you know, interact with one another. But you know, it's some downsides on fan bases, you know. So some people on Twitter be wilding about like they fan bases and stuff. Most specifically, I hate that I gotta do this. Like I'm not no hater or anything, but Cowboys fans are annoying. They're so annoying. Like, you know,
Agreed.
appreciate. You know, y'all got some great players, and we hope y'all do good things. But like y'all underachieve every year. But you know, back your teams. You know, because y'all know I'm the same way. You know. One thing that I really like about, you know, the Fellas on the Party podcast, you know, I feel like I'm the only one that's like really loyal to a team, and I feel like you all are like players, you know, you like players more often, you know, so y'all open up my view of sports because I'm like, you know, let me see why Melo like Steph, let me see why Melo like DeMar, you know what I'm saying? Let me see why Huncho say Devontae Adams run the best route, you know what I'm saying? Like I switch up my mental all the time, just, you know, having conversations with y'all, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I really like about sports as well, you know. It's so many views, you know what I'm saying? And fans bring that. They bring that intensity. So I'll toss it to Melo.
I would say, and Jay kind of touched on it, one team, and I guess both of these teams actually, I would say that the reason I put these two teams up here is because of how overboard their fans are as far as their expectations, as far as just being excited about their team, bragging on their team, and whatnot. Dallas Cowboys and the Michigan Wolverines. Those two fan bases are like the most ridiculous fan base. But in this context, like that's a great thing. Like
right, that's a great thing.
Base, you would want your fan base to be rowdy and hectic and all of that, and talking about your team as if they're the greatest thing ever. And the Cowboys in Michigan,
Facts.
that set of fan base talk about them teams like they're Alabama and the Patriots or Tom Brady. Like I don't get it. So yeah, those two are definitely to me that stick out when I talk about think about fan bases. Second part of it, I like fan bases. My thing is I'm more with player movement being the way that it is, and just growing up in the era of player movement, it has made it hard for me to root for, at least when it comes to like the NBA. As far as college, like college basketball, college football, I root for USC. So kind of going with the LA fan base, growing up in an LA based household. So even growing up watching, you know, my favorite players were Kobe, right? Like everything in our house was Kobe this, Kobe that. But I'm definitely one though that, like I said, outside of USC, I'm definitely a person that follows players over sports, or rather the team. Not the
and just to hop in, yeah, I feel like Jay said, it's a lot of viewpoints to look at it, and I'm also a player person just because I haven't had a chance to grow up in one spot. I've moved around all the time. So like moving to Grand Rapids, this is the longest place I've been somewhere. But I was already almost going into high school when I got here. So growing up, I've never been in one location to actually just love that team and have a household full of whatever that may be. So I've always grown up liking players and getting attached to a player more so than the team. So like Jay said, it is a lot of viewpoints and different ways to look at it. Go ahead, Huncho.
Yeah, I feel like all of y'all, I touched on a lot of great. I agree with all y'all. As far as the fan base, I feel like that's something kind of like Lamb said, like, you know, with him moving to DR, you know, he never really had a chance to really grow up in a household that would like really stuck to one team. I feel like a lot of fan bases are based on like family traditions. Like if you grow up in a Packers household, then you're not gonna like the Bears. Like you gotta like the Packers. Like
you gotta say that the other way around on this show, Huncho.
My bad, bro. My bad. You right. I do. We gotta show some respect to the shot. But yeah, I feel like it's a lot of it is how you're raised. You know, as far as some of the I feel like honestly, I feel like football has, this isn't even me being biased. I feel like football has like some wildest fan on it. Like I think some of the biggest fan bases that come to my head off rip are definitely the Saints, for sure. Packers for sure.
Yeah.
Seahawks, for sure.
Yeah.
The Steelers. And like it's just like I feel like with fan bases, like of course the players are the people that are the individuals that are at the forefront of everything, but you know, the team carries a certain identity. So once the team carries that identity, the whole franchise is gonna take on that identity too, and the fans fall right into that. So fans gonna fall right into the tradition that the team going in. And I feel like that enhances the team. You know, for basketball, the Warriors like got that fan base. Their fans have enhanced the identity that they're going through with Steph and everything. So it takes on it's like a snowball effect. Like it's like once they see everything rolling in the right direction, everybody comes together and they kind of accept the same like I said, identity. But yeah, as far as in colleges too, like as far as like college basketball, like Duke, football, LSU, like it's honestly I think New Orleans has like one of the biggest, besides like Pelicans, like the Saints and LSU are they are like top tier. So I mean, I enjoy seeing the fans. You know, obviously they getting out of hand sometimes. It's what comes with the sport. So
yeah, so it's necessary.
Yeah, I mean, without fans, you can't have a fan base without fans. So, and automatically, you know, the fans are going to, like I said, they're going to take on the identity and they're going to kind of form their own sense of acceptance within how the team is seen. So, you know, it goes hand in hand. So, I like
the show. Bet.
There's just a different energy when you catch a touchdown at the end of the game. The crowd goes crazy there.
Yeah, and it's like it was weird just watching like especially like with NFL, watching them play without fans in there. That jump was so weird. Like the Packers playing and nobody doing the wall jump. Like it was weird, bro. Cause they ain't had no fans to jump into. Like what you gonna jump at? It's just I don't know. It's a part of the culture.
It was different. This whole year was definitely different, especially sports wise. So yeah, I mean everybody was right. So I mean, let's move on to this next topic, and you know, we got to get into these playoffs. We missed a week. Yeah, we missed a week. And that was the week where Philly got eliminated and the Knicks got eliminated. I feel like we can be real quick on that and then go into what's been happening with the Phoenix and Clippers, and then what's coming up with whoever wins the Milwaukee and Atlanta series. So let me kick it to Melo. What you got for me, brother?
Let's see. Philly. I'll start with Philly. Philly. I like it. I'm lost for words because I can go so many directions with this, but I'm not gonna go the direction that everyone else went. I'm going like Doc. Like, what's up, man? You take away the Celtics run. What's up, man? Your most notable accomplishment is blowing 3-1.
Dang. Hey, I mean, nobody wants to talk about it, so let's talk about it.
I've been talking about it for a while now, and I'm glad. The only reason it ain't been talked about this much or as much is because Ben Simmons couldn't hit free throws. But if Ben Simmons could hit free throws, granted, they would have won if he could have. But at the same time, Doc ain't pulling no string. He ain't making no adjustments. Like, I don't know, man. This back-to-back couple years now, where Doc ain't looked too. He been out-coached and not looked that great at the end of a playoff run.
He has been out-coached, no lie.
So, I mean, Ty Lue took a team without Kawhi Leonard, the same team, the same core of team, rather, and took them to the conference finals, was at least fighting for a chance to get to the finals.
Because we're going to talk about how Ibaka didn't play either, and nobody
has missing 3 of their 5 starters.
Exactly.
But it's the playoffs, like it happens. But at the same, and I say that's really the big up Ty Lue and Paul George's performances, and and the guys that stepped up. But that's enough on Philly. They're gone. The Nets.
Hey, I was wondering that too. Why Ibaka? Why he ain't play?
Back.
Was it his back? Yeah, his back.
Back. So obviously with the Nets, that was just a great series, dude. I honestly, even the Philly series, I thoroughly have enjoyed playoff basketball. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been good basketball everywhere, every game you watch. Like, it's just been great. It's just a hard-fought series. I mean, the emotions of the series from game to game. I mean, you've seen it on our show. I went from picking the Bucks and 6 or something, 6 or 7 to swap my pick, and then but that's just how great of a series that was, where you really was on your toes and you saw the vulnerability of us.
Table was turning dang near every game,
man, and they was down 0-2. So shout out the Bucks, shout out the Nets. The Nets, they still got KD, Kyrie, and Harden. They just, the only thing is they gotta get healthy. You gotta get healthy. You gotta take the offseason and get those guys right, get them healthy. So outside of that, I mean, they're their own. They're going to be in their own way at the end of the day, even with Giannis. I like Giannis. That everybody that from that time, and then this current, obviously, the Suns, when it took out Paul George and the Clippers. Once again, I did say Paul George. Shout out Paul George. Didn't have the final run that, he probably didn't conclude the way that he wanted it to. Shout out Paul George. Balled out. No disrespect. All love. Even how I'm good with it. All love. Shout out Paul George. This is the Paul George appreciation.
True, because to mention, he played more minutes than anybody in the playoffs to this date. So the same problem that KD had, Paul George was going through too.
Yeah, big fact. And then, so shout out the Suns. Our Suns won came out, did their thing. Shout out the Suns, the hottest team in the league. I'm excited for them. I can't wait to see what happens in the finals, depending on if they have the Hawks or if they have the Bucks. I'm still going with the Bucks. Even with both stars out, I don't see the game going like how it went in Game 4. I just don't see that happening. If the Bucks can get to the finals and be healthy, whatever healthy means, I do believe that they can beat the Suns. But I can't wait for that series. Like, if that series happens, I cannot wait for that series. So long-winded answer, but it's so much basketball that's been going on, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Huncho, talk to me.
Yeah, just speaking on the series from last week, Bucks and the Nets. I was watching that Melo career. Great series. I wish I kind of did want to see KD and the Nets come up top on that situation. But you know what it is. As far as Sixers, Ben Simmons, jeez, I don't even know where to begin on that, bro. I don't too much got to say much on that. Yeah, the Suns, bro. Just going to the current, obviously, like Melo said, shout out to PG. Been balling, doing his thing. Despite everything that everybody's saying, the slander that he's receiving, Paul George was balling, no matter how you cut it. But the Suns, shout out to Devin Booker, shout out to the crib. As young as he is, to be able to reach a finals now, that's big for him. Congrats to Chris Paul finally going to the finals with his former coach Monty Williams. What else? Yeah, this Bucks and Hawks game is on right now. The Hawks are down by 15. Series tied 2-2. I don't know. I want the Hawks to go, but kind of going to what Melo said, I don't really see them winning either. I see the Bucks going. So, if we are to get that Suns and Bucks season finale, or playoffs finale, the finals, that would be one to see. So that's what's the outcome, and I'm excited for that. So we'll see how it plays out. They're getting bust right now, though. Let's see who I'm kicking it to. Let's see, Jay-Tay, what you got? Or Jay, who started it? Jay-Tay started it, or you started it, D-Lamp?
Melo started.
Oh shoot, Jay-Tay, what you got?
All right. So basically, I think Huncho touched on it. I think overall, like Melo, this has been a great product. It's been great for the sport. One thing that I do want to highlight is representation, and Huncho touched on it best. Like, Milwaukee or the Hawks, wherever it goes, Monty Williams, we got another African American coach in the finals. We always talking representation. So shout out to Ty Lue, Monty Williams, Doc Rivers. There's a lot of African American coaches, coaching these teams. You know what I'm saying? And we seen the importance of coaching. You know what I'm saying? The Lakers had an opportunity to get Ty Lue. You know what I'm saying? So you start to think about those things. So that's I definitely wanted to touch on that. The importance and the excitement of the sport is because it's new. We're getting something new. You know what I'm saying? And we're seeing that the league is in good hands. Melo and Lamp were talking before the show, y'all. Just a little bit of insight, and they were just talking about how Tatum and Trae Young have already been to an Eastern Conference Finals. Devin Booker has now been to a Finals. We're in a new era, y'all, and it's exciting. It's exciting. Luka, we got some exciting newcomers. You know what I'm saying? So it's been excellent for the sport. That's why I'm not tripping too hard on Philly. I never really felt like they were constructed, even as a number one seed. It's easy to be a number one seed in the regular season. It is. Not to diminish anyone's hard work, because it's hard to win. We're also seeing how hard it is to win. You know what I'm saying? Trae shushing people in New York and then doing it in Philly. It's tough to win in this league. You know what I'm saying? So overall, like I said, I'm gonna save the finals for next week when we get into our finals recap and everything. But I just want to compliment the NBA on such an excellent product. And Adam Silver, check out on this scheduling. We got the finals coming up. Then the players got the Olympics. Be mindful of that schedule, bro. We don't want all these injuries no more, man. We want to see healthy teams. And like Lamp said earlier, skip all that asterisk stuff. Injuries happen. It's a part of the game. So, Adam Silver, keep that in check. And I'm going to toss it to Lamp.
All right. For sure. Yeah. y'all hitting everything on the head. Like y'all all said, these playoffs have been amazing. Like barely have had games that haven't been good. We've had a couple blowouts here and there, but most of the games have been tight and down to the wire. So I'm glad I've been able to see these playoffs. And also, like y'all boys said, or Jay said, this is a new era. We've had a lot of teams or a lot of marquee players come in, and this is their first time making their playoff run, and this has been their playoff debut, and they've been doing a good job. So, like you said, the NBA is in good hands for years to come. So that's always a good thing to see.
Wait, Lamp, let me add something. I'm so sorry, but just think about this. DeAndre Ayton was a number 1 pick in 2018. 3 years ago. 3 years ago. You know, you got to keep that stuff in mind. Like, that's amazing. To your point, I just had to bring that up, man. Like,
yeah, bro,
that's dope. That's amazing. Lottery teams starting to win.
Exactly. And then another good thing to see, like you said, a lot of these teams that are in the playoffs right now have not won a title at all.
Yeah.
Like, where this is a year where the Celtics, Celtics, the Lakers, Warriors aren't in the finals all the time. LeBron, Steph, KD, like Kawhi, these players, you're not seeing in the finals. So, like, it's exciting to see like new faces and new people get a chance to win a ring. So let me quickly go through these series. I'll start with Philly. There's no reason Philly should have lost this series against Atlanta. They had no business losing. They were the superior team. They were bigger. There was no reason for them to lose. Also, like Melo said, eyes are starting to look at Doc Rivers like, what have you done since the Celtics? What have you done since Paul Pierce, KD, and Ray Allen? Like, it hasn't been good so far. And, I mean, you can hang your hat on you being a player's coach and the players respecting you, but, I mean, you can't show anything for that. You don't have any rings to show besides the one you got. So, like, he's gonna have some stuff to look forward to, some stuff to work out, and we're gonna see what happens next year. And also see what happens with Ben. So that's gonna be something to look forward to and see what happens over there in Philly. I mean, that would be nice. That would be nice.
You know how to get it to play.
So yeah, we gonna see what happens. The Nets. Me and Jalen talked about this last week when I was in Atlanta. It was pretty obvious what happened. Like, congrats to the Bucks for making it to the conference finals and obviously having a chance to go to the finals and maybe win a ring. So congrats to them, but they weren't supposed to win either. It was KD versus the Bucks, literally 1-on-3, and he was a big toe away from winning the series. So, I mean, like I said, congrats to the Bucks. Like, they obviously gave it they all and ended up winning. So, moving on to what happened with Phoenix and the Clippers. Once again, Paul George, he had an amazing playoff. Actually, like he had a couple bad games, but for the most part, he did his thing. And the Clippers, shout out to the Clippers, shout out to Ty Lue for coming back from 2
series back to back.
Two series back to back being down 0-2, and was close to doing it again, and probably would have done it again if they still had Kawhi. I mean, but they were already down with Kawhi. They had lost. Oh no. But yeah, they were already down. But yeah, like you said, they probably wouldn't have been down. Yeah. they really played hard and actually making it to the conference finals. So I think Kawhi Leonard's going to be back for them. Like, I don't see him going nowhere. I see the Clippers coming back and actually trying to compete again. Like you said, they're missing more than half of their starting lineup.
Mm-hmm.
So to miss more than half of your starting lineup and still compete with the hottest team or one of the hottest teams in the NBA is a lot to say.
Facts.
So, and then also, congrats to Phoenix for actually making it to the finals, and Chris Paul making it to the finals for his first time. D Book done broke his nose 3-4 times and still out there competing. His nose got
what is doing, Melo?
Bro,
and the they got the left blinker on, the right blinker on. It, like,
caution on no.
Man, and he's still out there balling. Like,
Shots
so congrats.
No mask.
Congrats to the Suns. Congrats to the Suns for actually like putting in the work. And as far as the Hawks and the Bucks go, I was agreeing with Melo before Van even told us what was happening in the game. It's something about being on the court and witnessing an injury to one of your teammates, especially your best player. Like, it just drains all the life out of the team. So soon as Giannis went down the last game, they didn't.
It was over.
They let go of the rope. They were done fighting. So like, it's definitely a difference when like that actually happens during the game, and like y'all are all worried about Giannis and not worried about the game, and actually coming out and being prepared, even though Giannis is not on the floor. So we gonna see what happens this game. I also expect the Bucks to win this series, and we seen that Giannis' injury isn't as bad as it looked, so he could possibly be back for the finals. And I feel like if he is back and they do make it to the finals, the Bucks could win the championship. But other than that, I love the playoff. Like, hey, it's not too much to ask. It's not too much more I can ask for. Like, new teams in the finals, close games, a lot of game sevens. Not as a fan, there's not too much more you can want. So I'm definitely happy with these playoffs, and I'm excited to see what happens in the finals.
Just bad, bro. Even Chris Paul got to the finals in this playoffs. Who knows? That could have did.
Man. Hey, and also, if you haven't checked out the last episode, go check it out. Shout out to my man Jalen. He was big up in Phoenix before the hype. He was big up in Phoenix, and it's looking like he could be right. Even without LaMarcus Aldridge, these boys could win a championship.
They said they didn't need LaMarcus to get to the finals.
LA who?
Right. They beat LA.
So I mean,
both of them.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Jay. I don't want to wear no LeBron jersey. So hopefully they don't win a chip.
I need the Greek one. Can we real quick before Jay get that second? Can we start giving Giannis just, even though he the big toe, can we just give him a little more respect? This dude, every game, I don't think of a game where he hasn't put up 30 and 15.
30,
bro.
no. Giannis is
Facts.
Giannis. You know what you're gonna get from Giannis. You know what you're gonna get
Like,
from Giannis.
as long as Drew Holiday doesn't play like Eric Bledsoe, and Chris Middleton just gets there. You know what I mean? Like, you know you're going to get 30 points and somewhere between 12 to 15 rebounds on 50 to 60% shooting. It blows my mind that we still, like, as a basketball community, haven't been like, okay, well, he may not be able to toss you. He may not be able to do that.
You know what he's gonna do, and he still does it.
You can't stop it. And he's evolving his game if you actually are watching the tape. Like, he's doing moves on the block. He hitting pull-up middies. Like, I just need to give a second to appreciate Giannis because someone at one point said that.
Shout out, Melo. Shout out. That's what's up.
Pascal Siakam was more skilled than him. Jay-Tay, get your bro.
First and foremost, skill does not mean better.
He's not more skilled than him either.
Okay. All right.
We're going to revisit
Right.
that one.
Like I said, shout out Giannis.
Shout out Giannis. Yeah, shout out Giannis.
Giannis is the freak. He's the Greek freak. He's a freak of nature. But
he's the freak.
What did Harden say? Oh, never mind. I'm sorry.
Harden, you talking about?
All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going because they can do this all day. They can do this all day. Keep it going.
But I'm pretty sure he was.
Let's keep it on the topic of the player, and we gonna talk about the big player. Talk about Mr. Damian Lillard, Mr. Dame time. Been a lot of reports of him, not being happy on, how the organization is moving and making decisions, and there's just been a lot of chatter to what's to happen with Dame. You know what I'm saying? What possibly could happen with Dame. So because we don't know, how this offseason is going to play out, we know the Olympics are coming up. Guys, what do you think is like a great landing spot for Dame, or do you think he should stay? And how do you just feel about the affairs that are going on in Portland right now? I think I'm going to kick this one off to Huncho. Let's kick it off. How you feeling about this Dame situation, man? What you hearing?
Well, honestly, when it comes to situations like this, it's hard for me to take in the word of what I'm hearing if I'm not hearing from the source. I haven't heard anything direct from Dame yet.
Just a couple tweets. Just a little, but people can speculate on those.
He's unhappy with what's going on in Portland.
Yeah. I still feel like within that, I personally still have to have more conviction to know that he's actually to leave. I understand that he's unhappy. But I truly believe that Dame enjoys being in Portland. I feel like they're, with everything that he has, granted he hasn't been able to achieve the ultimate accomplishment, but he has brought them some success within the years that he's been there. So, I feel like if they're able to kind of reconstruct what it is that he's unhappy about, I don't see him leaving. Like I said, I feel like Dame really likes it in Portland. So, I don't feel like he's gonna leave. I don't know. I have to see how it's gonna play out. Like I said, they kind of make him happier by. I don't know. I don't see him leaving. I really don't see him leaving, personally.
But
D-Lamp.
If you had to pick a landing spot for him, where do you think he should go?
A landing spot? I've been hearing talks about him in the Sixers.
Yeah,
that's what I've been hearing.
That's what everybody.
That's what I've been hearing.
That's the conspiracy.
In which if they do that, obviously they're probably gonna get rid of Ben Simmons. I feel like him and Embiid would probably be better than Simmons and him. I don't know. I'm not sure.
He passed to you, D-Lamp.
Oh, he passed to me? Oh, my
yeah.
bad. My fault. I don't think Dame's gonna go anywhere. I feel like he would rather have somebody come to Portland before he leaves.
Right.
Because I know with Chauncey Billups coming in, there's a lot he can learn from Chauncey. So I'm pretty sure he wants to take in that knowledge and give Portland more time. But should he leave? In my opinion, I think so.
Yeah.
But do I think he's going to leave? No. If I had to pick a landing spot, I have two landing spots that I feel like would be perfect for Dame. One being Boston, and the second.
Ooh, Boston.
being the Pelicans.
Ooh.
That's
He can help
interesting.
both of those teams win now. If I don't know the logistics, I don't know cap space, I don't know all that, but these are just off the top of my head where he should go and could help those teams win now. I feel like those two teams would be top at the top of the list. Because you got Boston, where if you replace Kemba with Dame, they both can't play defense for real. But exactly, yeah. You put Dame in Kemba's spot, you got a whole different team.
That's a problem.
That's tough.
With JB and Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
So yeah, that.
But see, that's tough though, because then you got to think about that, and I agree with you. Like that would be a great spot for him. But what do they have to lose to get Dame?
True. I mean,
you lose whatever as long as you keep Tatum and JB. Shoot,
Tatum and
you can have whatever. Any draft picks for Damian Lillard. You on Hall.
You give up
you winning now.
Besides your two boys, Marcus Smart. You can have Marcus Smart, draft picks, and whatever else you want from the squad. So I feel like that'll definitely be a good option for him if that was an option or a landing spot. And then like if you look at New Orleans, they're missing a facilitator. They're a facilitator away from actually making some noise.
And they got a facilitator that can score like Dame too. That'd be tough. You low key caught me off guard with that one.
Yeah, I feel like both of those spots would definitely, like, they would both elevate from one another. But yeah, those my two spots, and yeah, I don't think Dame's leaving. But, go ahead.
Make it quick. Don't think he's leaving. I think he showed way too much. To stick it out this far,
he's a loyal guy.
Figure it out. Like, I think he's gonna give it a chance. I think what he'll do is he'll try to really give Billups one round to figure out if he wants to be there or not. If he's not rocking with Billups, him and Billups don't get off the good note, then we could see him possibly trying to force his way out. Likely not to happen. Everyone in the league loves Billups. Of course, they have to bring up something that happened in 1997, but that's what they do. Anywho, but if they had to trade him, who is someone that a suitor that I believe could make some noise? I don't know. What did you say the Blazers needed, Lam? A couple weeks back, rather. What did you say the Blazers
I think I said they needed a small forward, or they needed somebody to replace Nurkic. Just one of the two.
That one. Needed a center. Right? Needed a center. Right? Well, just tell me if you're the GM of Portland and, I don't know, James Wiseman, 7th pick, 14th pick. Hey, let's just have a conversation. That's all I want. I just want to talk. That's all I'm going to say. I just want to talk. We seen the All-Star game.
Wait, so y'all want Nurkic?
For the 7th, 14th, and Wiseman? All right, bro.
No, I'm just asking. I'm just trying to make sure.
No, we don't want Nurkic. We want the one that shoots from 50.
Y'all don't need him. Y'all already got one that shoots from 50.
Like I said, bro. D-Lap the Pro said, hey, this is what they need. I'm just saying, we got a former top 2 pick. The year prior. The 7th pick and the 14th pick. You're getting 3 lottery picks. Then it's every damn Miller. I don't know.
Chill out, dude.
Bro, they're not doing that, bro.
Who else you want? You want me to throw in Juan Toscano Anderson?
Bro, stop it, bro.
My dog making 2K trades.
Bro, I'm just saying, bro. Someone's gonna fall for that bait this offseason. I'm just trying to figure out who it is. Because that's gonna be on the table for every team. Y'all can have a 7, 14, and Wiseman. I just need to, I'll be on when we in our season. hey man, let me get so I give you this and this. They gonna do that to every single team until someone say, really? You
They gonna bite that.
Every
time.
Like, oh, we got. Yeah.
Every time.
We got. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm just saying, if they think the Warriors gonna sit back quiet this offseason, then they got a whole another thing coming. So not that they may not get Dame, but we got Pascal name floating around. We got Ben name floating around. Damian name done popped up. Just saying, watch out. Breaking news.
I got some wild for y'all.
14th pick. Go ahead.
Y'all gonna get Ben with that.
I got some wild for y'all. Just a crazy thought. Like I said, I doubt it could happen or whatever. But first things first with Portland. Portland needs to get aggressive. They got to try to make some of them, like Melo said. I think Melo just hit on what I was going to talk about. You got to start reeling some people in. You got Damian Lillard, bro. You do not want to lose a Damian Lillard. But let me play devil's advocate. Like, I've now seen Devin Booker get to a finals, you know what I'm saying? I've seen Jason Tatum get to multiple Eastern Conference finals. Some people could say, and I'm playing devil's advocate, some people could say, what has Damian Lillard done for Portland but be loyal? I mean,
I've said that.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was just saying. So
what else can I do if y'all don't put nobody around me?
Oh, right. That's what. Yeah. That's to my point. Portland needs to get aggressive. So I'm thinking along the lines of, okay, I know they still need a center, but Bradley Beal's out there. I mean, if you could package something and get Bradley Beal there with Dame, I think he looks at it differently. But I was thinking for a landing spot for Dame, and riddle me this, y'all. Riddle me this. You get rid of Jamal Murray and some other cats to get Damian Lillard to Denver. Now we talking. And you keep Michael Porter Jr. there, and you keep Jokic there. You put anybody around them, I think they'll be okay.
I like the trade. The only thing is, the only way they answering that call is if Michael Porter Jr. involved.
Yeah, of course, Melo. Yeah, like you said, Melo's been on this show countless times talking about how Michael Porter Jr. is a bucket, and he showed that this playoffs. More young players.
And he's so, he's so young, and he's still getting his health back. Like, that's what a lot of people forget, too. Like, he had a broken back in college or whatever it was. Like, so he's finally getting up to speed. I like that, though, because I think that's really what Jokic needs is a better Jamal Murray. At the end of the day, I mean, I think that would be great if they could somehow swindle the Nuggets into doing something.
Yeah, so that was just a wild trade thought, different from the reports. But I think I'm with y'all. I think Dame stays, but Portland need to get aggressive. I mean, at the end of the day, y'all know Dame is a win now guy. Start like Lem said. I can't win with no pieces behind me, so I need to be able to do it. So great conversation, fellas.
Real quick, before I move on, I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. Can we trade CJ?
Oh my god! What happened to skills and drills?
I never said there was an issue with it. That's a great bait. That's what I think it is. Somebody you can use a 2 guard that can go get you 25 a night. I just don't think. I just don't think the combination of 2 6-foot guards are.
And they both can't guard anybody.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
So I love everybody. Y'all know I like CJ. I really like CJ's game, but at the time, can we go and get him a real second option at 6'8"? Maybe, I don't know.
Like I said, bro, they need a small forward or they need to get rid of Nurkic. Like I said, they're the ones who need to throw out bait. Look, we got Nurkic.
Yeah, that's what I said, Lamp. They got to get aggressive. Like Melo said, but Melo just said it. They got a 25 point per game guard.
And they hanging on to him like he's, you know what I mean? Like you're replaceable at the end of the day. Like you can't replace Dame, you can replace CJ.
Yeah, you can.
Like,
it's crazy. I don't know why, but I can't see Dame going there. Even though people keep trying to hype it up and say that he's gonna go there, but I can see Dame going, or I can see CJ going to the Lakers.
They ain't got nothing.
That could happen, but who you gonna give?
Yeah, they ain't got nothing.
I ain't get that far.
But yeah.
Trez,
that's what I'm saying.
Probably.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't see Trez. Yeah,
Marcus All. They get their center.
I don't know who they gonna
Lakers
give
don't
up, but I
have
can see
nobody.
CJ.
Both LA teams have their hands tied right now.
They're not, and that's the thing. That's the one thing that sucks when you take on a LeBron James is you take on getting salary cap hell essentially. Like you stuck. I mean, you get the players he wants, and then when they don't work out, now you're just kind of stuck with these guys. Especially, at least the ones that you re-up for a while.
I mean, you can replace a screw with a wrench, but
I mean,
at the end of the day,
look what happened with Tristan Thompson in Cleveland.
That boy dropped the knowledge.
I'm just saying, like, you get stuck with these dudes,
knowledge.
bro.
And then
try to screw with a wrench. Come on, teach these people, bro.
That's the one bad thing about them. So, like, that's why, unless you see what's the one blockbuster trade that happened with Bron? It was when well, at this point, we can now acknowledge that Isaiah Thomas over.
No, it was never
he was beneath the
It
hill.
was never a blockbuster trade. I knew that from the jump.
Right, but like I'm saying, outside of that,
yeah,
the only things that you see him getting like are just
like,
like
role,
like
you
other
change
roles.
out,
You
you
just
change out
kinda,
some tools for some other tools
because you don't have that flexibility to even move these guys.
Yeah,
you think Portland should try to get Kevin Love? Y'all think they should try to get Kevin Love? No.
If they can give up some chips,
no,
and a second.
Don't do that.
I mean, if I can get it for a second rounder, and
oh yeah, I mean, like you said, if you give somebody a bag of chips for K-Love, yeah, probably.
The only issue is he once again you get stuck with these fools. He's set to make unless he's that deal should still be in play.
Yeah,
$25 to $30 million.
True that, Melo. True that.
So I'm not. The only reason
Cleveland got all the picks.
Listen, bro.
They better trade the mugs.
So,
Cleveland and Oklahoma, but
we keep it moving.
I guess this was that was a really good discussion though.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually kind of already touched on it. We started talking about it, but let's expand on it a little more. There were a couple coaching hires made during this past couple of weeks. We've already briefly touched on Chauncey Billups getting the Portland job, and then also a big newsmaker was Jason Kidd getting that Dallas job. Jason Kidd being named to Dallas coach. So just want to hear some of y'all thoughts as far as fits and just any other knowledge that y'all may want to bring to the discussion. But let's kick it off with Jay.
Oh yeah, I think Melo touched on a little bit. I'll be real brief with this. Congratulations to Jason Kidd. Congratulations to Chauncey Billups. Two good opportunities, as we just talked about. Dame is in Portland. You got Luka in Dallas. Like Melo said, they always trying to bring a brother down. You know that man is not his past. He got daughters. Respect that. You know what I'm saying? So, for the sake of debates, I'm gonna say that I think the Jason Kidd hire was just better in the sense that you have Luka Doncic. You have Luka. You know what I'm saying? So I think Jason Kidd could teach him a lot, and hopefully they start to retool and get things together inside of their organization. So Dallas could be a good team. We didn't even talk about that. Melo was briefly talking about how Luka literally is the Dallas Mavericks, and he could get 14, 15 assists. If you could get Damian Lillard there, maybe you look into that. But I just honestly think that having Luka is a huge advantage, and especially with the turn of the league, the tide of the league changing with all these younger teams and stars starting to step up. I think it's a good job fit. But shout out to Chauncey. I hope him and Dame does good things. Y'all got my well wishes. Good luck. And I'm going to pass it over to D-Lamp.
All right, so I'll make mine quick too. Like you said, congrats to both new head coaches. I feel like Chauncey is definitely going to be able to, like I said earlier, help Dame with his game and give him knowledge. Like, if you guys didn't know, Chauncey Billups was a lot of the reason Paul George was facilitating the way he was facilitating and seeing the floor and running the offense the way he was because of Chauncey. So
big facts.
Chauncey going over to Portland is like, I feel like he'll do Dame justice and service him the same way. So I feel like that was a good one. But I'm with Jay. I feel like Jason Kidd was, I feel like more of a suit for the Mavericks. Also, I feel like Jason Kidd. I don't know. I feel like he has a side to where he can get in touch and help foreign players more, and like I don't know if he's more adaptive to foreign players or I don't know, but I feel like he has more of a connection with foreign players. Like when he was in Milwaukee, Giannis was dang near about to cry when he was leaving. He did not want Jason Kidd to leave, so I feel like he'll have that same effect on Luka. Who knows if he can fix the tension between Luka and Porzingis and actually get them to be the team that they're supposed to be? Because I don't know if it's actually Porzingis just being a baby and
Tell you how to fix the
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's just Porzingis like being a drama queen.
Hey, we're
not moving. We're not gonna move him just yet. We're not gonna move. We're not gonna move him just yet. Look, listen. Porzingis did not show up. We all know he did not show up. But I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and not say he's an actual donkey. He's not a unicorn. We know he's not a unicorn. But maybe he could be a horse. Maybe. We will see. Jason bro.
horsepower. Like that's you know what I'm thinking. Like, oh yeah, like you doing donkeys do stuff too.
Bro, listen. Like I said, I don't know. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't know if it was because he was being a drama queen, and he felt like if y'all not gonna use me, I'm not gonna play. Like that could be the reason he played like he did this year or this playoff season. That could be the reason. We don't know. He was hurt half of the season to begin with.
Sure.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens with Jason Kidd there. I don't know. Maybe he'll put the fire under Porzingis. Horseshoe him?
The donkey don't look and say, "What you doing, man?"
No, bro. That man's a horse, bro. That man's a horse. But yeah. I feel like I don't know. We gonna see what happens. J Kidd. I feel like he was the better hire. But go ahead, Huncho.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep mine short and sweet too, man. Yeah, I mean, congrats to both. And I'm going with Jay with his opening statement. I feel like with just the fact that Luka has already learned a lot from Dirk and being able to combine that with what he's learned from J Kidd, once J Kidd is there, he'll be able to learn from him. I feel like their organization, and on top of that, J Kidd played for the Mavericks too. I feel like he's already, I guess, comfortable with the organization. So I'm gonna take J Kidd. Y'all something else. Melo, who's last? Melo, go, lead.
Listen, bro. Real quick, Lau.
What's up, bro?
Looked it up. I looked it up so I could bring the stats, bro. Okay, not even the stats, the facts. All right, I wanted to say something factual. Can we meet in the middle?
All right.
He may not be a donkey.
Okay.
But he sure is not a horse.
Not a horse.
Can we meet in the middle?
What's in the middle, bro?
Well, both of them share a cousin, a zebra. Maybe a zebra. Maybe a zebra.
Okay, bro.
Can you just be the zebra?
I can get a zebra.
Well, Kristaps Porzingis, a.k.a. the zebra. Okay. He's not a horse. He's not a donkey, I guess, but he's a zebra. No. Dang. I like both hires though. On the real though, I do like both hires. I'm going Chauncey.
You want Chauncey? I like Chauncey too. I like
Chauncey too. Yeah, I like Chauncey
I'm
too.
going Chauncey, and I say that because I think what'll happen is Chauncey want to win, bro.
When he gonna tell CJ he got to go?
Hey, man.
Dang.
Listen, and for that reason, you talking about they gonna work it out. Jason Kidd may try to figure it out. No, like none of that, bro. Like Chauncey not gonna be trying to figure it out. Like Chauncey gonna be like, look, I see what y'all was doing. Let's try to switch some things up. Like, why not? You know what I mean? Like, it's time, bro. Like
Y'all ain't finna Steven Silas me, man.
bro. Like Chauncey played with Rip. Like that's a big guard. He's 6'6", playing both sides of the ball. Like he, running off.
How tall is CJ?
6'3". I'm just saying, bro. Like Chauncey know what time it is, bro. Like Chauncey just had a 6'8" guard or 6'8" dude dribbling the ball around, making him look like a guard, bro. Let me get one of them. I need one of them. I need another one of them. CJ. I don't even care if he don't even got to be Paul George. I need one of them. I don't care which one. So I think they will try to figure out a way to package some things up and try to get CJ up out of there. Unfortunately, I just don't see the value of the Zebra outdoing the value of McCollum because he played all time bad. Like Porzingis played terrible in the playoffs.
All right, so yeah,
and then just going off of value because
I feel you. I'm just saying. So yeah, let us get Porzingis. Y'all can have CJ.
I said Chauncey wants to win. Chauncey's trying to win. Okay, I've been and the fellas know this because I've been a Carmelo Anthony fan forever. I've been watching Porzingis since he got in the league, and Daryl is my witness. I'm not like I thought he was a good player.
Not impressed.
But when everyone was ready to hand him the keys and do that, I was like, bro, he can't even stay healthy. Can we slow down? He's 7'3" and will never go to the block. Can we relax?
Mm-hmm.
He is 7'3" and averages 6 rebounds. Relax. So, listen, I'm just saying, bro. Like this is real.
Once upon a time, he was like a defensive.
Melo speaking facts.
I'm just saying. See, I'm trying to say. I don't know if this is how Porzingis plays on a regular or because
I'm explaining
he
that
was Blake Griffin in it.
He said I'm explaining that it is.
I've been following this dude so long, bro. Like I'm trying to since he got in the league.
Bro, you just said he played all time bad. He was never this bad in New York.
That's why I said this is all time bad.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if he was just being a Blake Griffin or if this is actual.
What do you mean being a Blake Griffin?
It just registered what Lamp meant by Blake Griffin. You think he doing this on purpose? How Blake did Detroit this?
Okay, so real quick.
Shout out to the Pistons, man.
If that is the case,
y'all crazy.
How did Blake Griffin look in the playoffs?
I mean, he didn't look like Detroit Blake Griffin.
No, that's not what I asked you. That is not what I asked you. Just because he played down in the grass in Detroit, and now he worked his way on the top step to get in the house. Like, no, like you went up 2 steps. Yeah, you're playing better, but you're just not on the grass no more.
Let me just say this. When did you ever see Blake Griffin get over 20 points in Detroit?
Right.
You didn't see it. It happened in Brooklyn.
Just understand this, fellas. We are comparing Kristaps Porzingis, who is 24-ish, 25.
Bro, I'm not saying
washed up. I'm saying he's too young.
The attitude.
But Blake,
when you're not interested anymore, you don't want to play.
Why was Blake not interested?
Because Blake didn't want to be in Detroit to begin with.
But why? I'm saying why?
Because he's older. But also,
Porzingis don't have a reason.
Trash.
He's playing with a future superstar.
Detroit was trash.
They want him to be great. He wanted help. That's why they went and got him.
He said it himself. He said, y'all don't treat me. Y'all treat me like the donkey. And Luka's the unicorn.
No. You play like the donkey. You get treated like the donkey, bro. Rick Carlisle one of them real ones, bro. Like, what do you...
No, you right.
Like, Jay Kidd a real one, too.
But, he's saying he didn't like how they treated him. He's saying that Luka had all the rights. Luka had the ball the whole time. So, I mean, if I'm somebody if I'm just looking through his lenses, if he feels that way, okay, y'all don't want to give me the ball. Well, I'll stand in the corner. Don't expect me to get no rebounds.
Hey, when you said that, bro, the first thing I thought of was that sad violin that be playing on SpongeBob.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. We don't know. I personally don't know. Melo said he's seen signs of this in New York. I don't know,
bro. This is it. Porzingis is peaked. This is it.
You say he peaked?
Shut up, bro.
Yes, he easily.
He peaked.
What has he done better since his first season in the league? He's regressed in every form. He don't shoot the ball as well, statistically at least. Not rebounding. D-Lep even said himself he used to kind of be a defensive factor.
Bro,
all right, y'all. We can move on from Porzingis. We can move on from him. He is not finna get all this airtime on the official podcast.
All right, yeah, for real. We don't need to spend no more time.
He's not finna be getting that. Hey, you ball out, you get on the party podcast. Hey, Porzingis, you want your revenge? Come on the party podcast. You want to debate with Melo and Lamp? Get on here.
He gotta pay for everything.
Bring your game.
Hey, show me that you more than a zebra, bro. Because when I think of zebras, bro, I think of them getting hunted down in the wild, bro.
He hiding right now.
He ain't even hiding, bro. Zebras don't hide. They just be there and then they just like he did in the playoff. Run into the corner.
He's a runner. He's a track star.
He gonna get put in the corner.
Oh, shut up, bro.
Oh, shoot.
Where we at, man?
Man, hey, we got y'all good, man. Y'all want to move on from that?
Yeah, bro. Let's go, bro. I don't know why I'm still sitting here fighting about Porzingis.
I don't either.
I'm just trying.
Melo said I don't either.
I was just trying to give him benefit of the doubt.
All right, so
hey, we gonna have to pull that clip when.
Hey, we on to the next topic.
This is going on to the next, but you know what clip I'm talking about.
All right, look. So now we gonna transition over into for those who are aware,
Nobody cares.
The NCAA just passed a rule where college athletes earn money off of their player likeness, images, likeness, all that. This is something that's been going on for quite some time. We think back to video games, college video games where players are used having their likeness, their players that look like them, receiving no type of compensation off of that. Now they're getting to the point where they've passed that rule finally. NCAA has made that ultimate decision. What are y'all thoughts? Is this long overdue? What's y'all overall thoughts on this, man? Jay-Tay, kick it off. Oh, D-Lamp got his hand up. Go ahead. No. What? You got your hand up, man. Go ahead.
Jay-Tay.
You got your hand up, man.
I'm gonna make mine short and sweet. This has been long overdue.
You done got your hand up, man. Go ahead.
Man, like I said, I'm gonna make this short and sweet. This is long overdue. This should have been happened. I just don't like. My whole thing was I hated the fact that somebody else, like these owners and these white men who don't play, get the money for the likeness of all these college athletes that put in the work to be there. I don't care if you're going to go to the league soon. I don't care if you're a one and done. I don't care. Like, you put in the work to get to where you're at. You should be able to make money off of it and not make money for a university or whatever the case may be. Like you said, there's been many NCAA games, whether that's been basketball or football, and these players, you use them. You use the players. You use their likeness. You use their image, and they don't get a dime from it. Like, it made no sense to me. And the people who get money from it have nothing to do with it. So, like I said, it's been overdue. These players should have been getting money because not all players make it to the league. And you still using my likeness, and I get nothing from it. Like, right. I should be able to earn some type of check off you using my likeness, my image, my voice, whatever the case may be, just because I've worked hard to get here. And like I said, some people don't make it to that next level. So make your money while you can. And I'll pass it to Jay since that's where you was going.
I think it's awesome, like Lamb said, just piggyback. But when I first heard of the news, I just thought from a historical context, and not even more so recently. I mean, let's think like what a Johnny Manziel could have made in the NCAA. Tim Tebow could have made those Miami U teams. The Fab Five. Like, you got to think how much, and I just think of it like this, Huncho. Not everybody, everybody always want to get to the pros, whether it be whatever sport it is, and that's not statistically realistic for everybody. There's a very small percentage. But you know what you can do? You can go to college. And if you paying these athletes to be indoors, to put their faces, and they getting paid for that, that opens the door and the opportunity for people to be like, you know what? Maybe I do want to go to school. But just because I didn't, we see Tim Tebow, like he just got back in the NFL for a tight end. We'll say that for football when we break down conferences and stuff. But, he got kicked out as a QB. You think Tim Tebow would have been happy if he would have been able to make the money that off the Florida Gators when they were winning? Like, we were young when that happened, and these were really big teams. Like, the college sports had the opportunity to be bigger than professionals if they did this earlier, for the simple standpoint that you reel in people. You reel in a younger generation 24/7. You're showing these kids now they have the opportunity. If I go and represent this school, I can still make my money for being me. You know what I'm saying? You're preparing them from a different factor, but not only they're providing the product, you know what I'm saying? Of course, some of that money has to go to their education, them eating, the facilities and everything, but they should get paid for their likeness. So I'm with Lamp. And I'll toss it to I'll toss it over.
I was just gonna piggyback off you. Like you said, that just brings in another fan base. They should have did this a long time ago. Like you said, it just reels in because you have people who you have, like, going back to fan bases, like at the beginning of the show. Like Van said, a lot of these fan bases or a lot of these fans are brought up and it's family oriented. So imagine a young kid being able to see a player get paid or whatever, and that's their favorite player from whatever university, and they're getting paid, and now you seeing that, and you like, okay, now I want to go to that school. Mm-hmm. So like you said, it just reels in more and more people. But who are you passing to?
Melo. Huncho started, so we'll let him end it. Talk to Melo.
We know the obvious answer. I'm not going to dive into that. Let's take a step back. And shout out Kwame Brown. And I ain't listened to him. I haven't listened to him in probably like 2 weeks. But it brought something to me that he had been speaking on. And I think the timing of it, of all things, is very, very, like, it's interesting to me. Let's just
ironic.
So let's check it. Check this out. What did the NBA do this past season, or was it 2 seasons ago, for high school students that were thinking about
G League,
the top tier? So what did they decide to do? They decided to pay these guys, right? So what ended up happening? A couple of them still went to college, but guess what?
A lot of them pulled out.
Right.
They got the option now.
Overseas.
Y'all think that was, I don't know, that happened just like those
it was just a chance.
Speak that truth, Melo. Yeah. Speak that truth.
Come on, man. These people they not fooling nobody, bro. Mm-hmm. Like it's actually I'm mad that from me listening to Kwame, it's really opened my eyes to this, because I'm like, I'm not even excited for it, right? Because I'm excited for the individuals.
Yeah, definitely.
But I know why they did it.
Yeah. That's right. I'm on the same. I'm totally following you. Like,
yeah, I'm strictly on the player side.
The only reason y'all are doing this is because you have to. Your hand is forced right now.
How bad was college basketball this year?
God off.
Right? Y'all think, once again, this is not happening by accident, bro. They see where
Speak
this is
that truth,
going.
Melo. Speak that truth.
And this is, and Kwame spoke on it, because Kwame said, we can start saving the league money. Actually, let's pay these players, these top recruited high school players. Let's pay $100,000, right? We can figure out if they good or not before we even pay them any millions. If you ain't good, guess what? Mm-hmm. You stuck in the G League, because we're gonna see you can't play. So you're gonna be in the G League for a while, and you can just go wash out, right? So now there usually that happens when after you go to college and you do what? You get a rookie contract. You get a couple million.
Right.
They eliminating that, bro. The league like we're gonna save ourselves some money while getting our direct access to these athletes.
Because we can draft right out of the G League.
So what did the NCAA have to? You see the NCAA,
their hand is forced.
They wasn't worried when the players started going and playing overseas instead of going to high school. Because it wasn't enough
for college.
I mean, instead of going to college, rather. And straight out of high school, when they was when them players when they played overseas, they weren't worried. But now that they going straight to the league, oh no, they can make some money. That's fine. They can make some money, please, because they had to keep them coming back here because they understand that financially it makes more sense if I can go for Zion, for example, or not Zion, but just most of those top talented players. For them to leave high school, they're not gonna have the same fan base as they will if they go play for one of them top programs. You go play for one of them top programs, guess what? Now you're getting paid from these advertisers and anyone else, and you can accept it. And guess what? When you get to the league, now you have that. Like, you're good. So they're just all they're doing is reeling that money back in because they ain't gotta pay these. They're not paying the advertisement. They're just letting the players get paid. So all they doing is just they panic. They're like, we gotta get these players back. We gotta reel them back in. Forget it. If they want money, they can take it. Here, please. Now come back. They knew where this was going. This was getting out of hand for them. Like I said, it was fine with the players going overseas. But as soon as the NBA got their hand in the pot, it got hot in the kitchen. They had to go ahead and come off some things. So
like I said, your hand was forced. Now we gotta play.
Hey, that's all. Hey, I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't know if that I can't say that that's exactly why or not. But you can't tell me that ain't come up. You can't tell me that ain't happening behind closed doors. They were losing money. That they seen the product, what was happening. And that they know that these athletes can come to college because of the platform. The platform in college is too big for them to forego it if they are looking for money. Because you go to college for 1 year, you're going to make more than $100,000. I guarantee that. Yeah, you're going to live a better life than going to the G League.
So. I mean, Melo, it ain't really no way around it. I feel like everybody hit on the head. Melo, what you just hit on, that it really ain't no way around it. So at some point you can speculate and make your own observations or whatever, but if you coming back to the same answer at the end of everything, like, come on now, like, you know what it is. As far as like the overseas situation goes, when you had the options for the high school players to only be either go overseas, go to college, those are the only two options. Not every child, every high schooler is gonna like, you're not gonna, like, that's not freaking up the street. Like,
and
you're leaving your family,
out of mind, bro. Don't forget, out of sight, out of mind. You go over there and just be there, right? You know, you're not the media here not following you overseas,
right? Like, it ain't
the ball, brother. Like that. You gotta bring the attention over there.
Yeah. So it's totally different. Like, you don't like that. Like, for the Ball brothers, for example, like they were already in an established position where their family was well off already. They didn't have anything to worry about. But you think about the average high schooler basketball player that if they're given the opportunity to go overseas, like, they don't have necessarily the money to do that. They don't have the same situation where their family's going to be okay if they just leave, and they don't want to just leave their family home. Like, a lot of kids, when they go to school, one of the or when they go off to go to college or whatever, one of the main things that they think about is how close can I be to my family. So when that wasn't the situation, like, they really didn't have a choice but to go to college. Now that you put the G League in, and they're getting the opportunity to make money like that, that opens that opportunity for them. So now, like y'all said, colleges, their hand is forced. And for colleges, you know, you could take any institution in the world, whatever. If you take college athletics out of that institution, that money, that college is not going to make nowhere near as much money as they're making right now. College athletics, sports is at the forefront of every single college. That's what they advertise most. That when they try to bring recruits there, when they try to bring more students there, you see pictures of
Then they
the
talk about
student,
their sports program.
right. You see,
depending on what kind of kid you are.
yeah, you see the pictures of the student section, or you see the pictures of the band, or you see like the anything sport related. You see that to grasp attention to the school. Like that's sports is at the forefront of every single college institution, whatever. So it makes sense why they're doing it now. You know, I'm happy for the players, like everybody said, but you know, we can see these things, especially coming from a former college athlete. I understand this shit or stuff. Excuse my language. I understand this. Like it's too easy not to see. I went through all this myself. Like I understand. I've seen the other side of it from a coaching perspective too. Like I know what goes on behind closed doors. It's not nothing to hide. Like we all see this. So congratulations to the players. But
off the strength of that, we finna drop the Party Podcast Sports Conspiracy starring Huncho, because he knows what goes on. Period. I know that's right, bro. Shout out. So we gonna keep it moving into our special segment. If y'all rocking with us, we appreciate it. We got something cooking up for y'all. We got a couple of segments cooking up for y'all. So stay tuned. But this week is What the Tweet, and we take some of the craziest tweets and we just pull them up. We chop them up. This is all impromptu. Only the person knows who has the tweet. And this week we gonna start with Lamp, because Lamp, you know, he said, you know, I've been seeing some conversation on TV and on Twitter, so I just gotta spit it out. So kick it off, Lamp.
You know, I don't have an actual tweet this week, but it's gonna fulfill the same purposes. I want to know what y'all think about this. I feel like me, Melo, and Van kind of touched on it. We grazed on it a little bit. But one of my favorite people to listen to, and one of my favorite shows to listen to, is Jalen and Jacoby. I love them boys. They be talking facts. But what they were talking about this day, a couple days ago, I don't remember exactly what day, but what they were talking about when I was listening is they were talking about the Olympics, and they brought up Kevin Love. And they said that every year in the Olympics, there have been at least if not one or more white players on the team. And this year, we could have had an all black, if I remember correctly. He said we could have had an all black Olympics team, and they added K-Love to the team, and he called them the token white player. And for those who may not know what I'm saying is, they basically put K-Love on the team to have a white person on the team
to represent white America.
Yes, because there's always been a white player on each Olympic team. So for some reason I cannot find the word for it, because they use it when they talk about how they have to have, like, in the workforce, you have to have some representation. Yeah. So almost like an affirmative action type of thing.
Quota, bro. Checking off that box. Yep, we got.
Yeah, we have a white player, so even though we don't know when the last time K-Love has actually been good, shoot, I don't know when the last time K-Love has actually played. So to have him on the squad, how do y'all feel about that? Jalen Rose said Ayton should have been on the squad instead of K-Love. So how do y'all feel about it? Do y'all think K-Love should be on the squad, shouldn't be on the squad? And if you don't think he should be on the squad, who do you think should be on the squad?
Not K-Love.
I'm going to kick it to Huncho.
I'm just saying not K-Love. I'm going to put that out there right now. I'm not sure who could replace him. It's probably a handful of guys. Can't K Love ain't supposed to be on that doggone team, bro. Get him out of here, man. Next up, man, who next? Jay-Tay, what you got, brother?
So I actually look, I'm cheating. I was like, man, is this real, man? I was like, man, let me go look at these rosters real quick. but honestly, I just think it's funny from the standpoint, like, you know, I think of like Chris Mullins or John Stockton. I'm thinking like, man, who are some like white American, you know, guys that's been on the team, you know, and I feel like those guys deserve it. But also with the USA process, we got to think. I definitely think DeAndre Ayton should have took that spot for sure. The USA team lacks size, so I definitely don't think K Love should get that spot, especially because K Love hasn't been playing in the league for real. K Love was on the 2012 Olympic team, so
Yeah, he was.
probably
And
some
he deserved it
familiarity there.
He deserved it. And
Yeah.
Just to interrupt real quick.
Mhm.
Here's the roster. Just so you guys know who's on the roster.
Yeah.
So we have Bam Adebayo, we have Bradley Beal, we have Devin Booker, we have KD, we have Jeremy Grant, Draymond Green, Drew Holiday, Zach LaVine, Damian Lillard, Kevin Love, and then Chris Middleton and Jason Tatum.
Yeah, so yeah, like I said, it's a commitment thing, you know.
That's so
Ayton, Ayton probably just didn't want to commit. You know, they playing for a championship. Book had committed like in maybe right before the Western Conference Finals started, so it could have just been a committal thing. But I applaud Jalen Rose for having that conversation for sure, because K Love doesn't deserve a spot. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know, I'm just trying to think of like even like not even like the best player, but somebody who's been putting in work. You know what I'm saying? Should be.
Bro, they could have put Cat. They put James Wiseman.
But they probably ain't want to play. But yeah, I'm with you. Huncho.
But this is what I'm saying, because I'm pretty sure there are a lot of players that want to play. These are the actual Olympics. These aren't just like this is
FIBA. Yeah.
Man, let's just say it how it is. The United States does not feel comfortable being represented by a team full of people like us, or people of our color. And
you see, I disagree with that because we are the league. You know, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck.
We are,
that's the
bro.
thing.
We are.
They don't want.
And
they're
we
not
understand
put a
that.
whole team out there. Like,
right, bro. They don't feel comfortable.
So on the dream team, Chris Mullins didn't deserve that spot.
Okay, but that's different, Jay.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So there's been cases where there has been one player who is good enough. Stockton's good enough to represent. K-Love's not. I'm speaking from a skill point, not no.
No, I'm saying, but if we have a white player that actually fulfills our checklist, we're going to put him on regardless. But even if
don't just throw a freaking white boy on the team just because you don't have a white boy on the team.
I'm with y'all, and I'm arguing more on y'all side. Like, I just have a different perspective. I agree with y'all, but I'm arguing for your side. If Cat was like, I wanted to be in the Olympics, and then they was just like, no, we got K Love, then I'm with y'all. But like I said, I'm with you, Lance. There's probably a lot of people who wants to get gold, but I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? I know that it's a choice, and they pick the best players. You know what I'm saying? So that's my standpoint.
We don't have concrete evidence.
Yeah. So that's all I was saying. But I'm with y'all. I definitely agree with y'all.
But
yeah, I agree with y'all.
I do definitely think that there were other players that wanted to fill that spot.
I agree. Yeah.
Gave it to Kelo.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, I tossed it to Melo.
Yes and no. I mean, like, I agree with you guys, but at the same time, like, I'm more leaning. I don't have enough information to make bold, like, to be a bold, like, that's a bold statement. So I need to know that these dudes are turning these spots down.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
I mean? Yeah, that's all I need to know, because I've seen Steph turn it down. You know what I mean? Like, players do turn it down, because it don't hold the same weight as it did the Redeem team. They don't hold the same weight it did after they lost. They don't hold the same weight as it did in 2012. Like, we was embarrassing them to the point where, I mean, think about, even when I think it kind of took a turn, honestly, after that Paul George injury.
Yeah.
Like that's when it started taking a turn.
I forgot about.
Like it really, like people just like they put a team out there and put that 2016 team was like
yeah, but that's because it was right after.
But I'm saying like that's still the mindset.
Yeah,
that, like,
no, and I feel you.
So like I said, I'm with Jay from the standpoint. I need to know. Kat said no. I need to know that Joel Embiid Joel he couldn't do it. But
yeah, be in Africa,
these guys. Right. These guys are like, nah, I'm good. I just want to enjoy the off season. I got to get better. I want to do this. Right.
And I understand, which is why I said I can see what you're saying, but I do not. I still believe that it's a strong chance that there were other players, like you said, like there are young players they don't have nothing else to do with their time. Like if I'm not in the league right now because it's the summertime, I'm probably out partying or something. So why not go get gold? And like, but I still understand where y'all coming from. We do probably need some more concrete info on players saying that they wanted to play, and they'd be like, "No, we have a full roster already." So like, I do get where y'all coming from, but I would not be surprised if he is the token player on the team.
Yeah, bro, that
even Zion, Zion would have been nice for that spot.
Like, there's definitely players. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just know I've seen so many players turn it down that it's like,
so you just want the clarity of knowing who turned.
Yeah. That's where I'm at with it. That's what I'm at with
that
it.
Makes
like that's all it is. Because K-Love ain't gonna play anyway. So like if it was one of them dudes that don't like, I don't know, like K-Love was just fine going down there and hanging out, doing whatever. Whereas like some of them dudes would actually, because they are where they at, like they want to play. And they like, well, if I'm just down there, I'd rather get, like, speaking to what D-Lamp was saying, I'd rather get better than go over, that because it just don't hold the same weight no more.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see what you're saying, but I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. Go ahead. Who next? Jay or Huncho?
Yeah, good conversation. No, I spoke to tweet. Whatever Remy throw up.
Okay,
I think that's it.
Yeah. I spoke. That was good. That was a good conversation though.
All right, good topic, man.
Yes, sir.
Oh, so shout out to D. This actually is mine. Shout out to D. We was actually in the party earlier this week, and we kind of briefly talked about this. We were watching the game or whatever, and basically this tweet kind of says, "I don't care what happens after this. Chris Paul ain't worth no 3-year, $100 million extension." So we actually brought this up. Melo was talking about it briefly or whatever, and we were just talking about, if he had his success, he turned down a deal so that he could get more money because he was owed like almost $50 million. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's just have a conversation, fellas. Do y'all think Chris Paul is worth the extension? I mean, he made it to the finals. Win or lose, do you think he's worth the $100 million extension? And I'm gonna start with Dylan.
Me, man. No. I'm just gonna be real. No. He's, in my eyes, you're too late in your career. You may have won't help us win a ring, or you might help us win a ring, but how many? I'm not gonna extend you another 3 years and give you $100 million. I just think it's unreasonable. You're already hurt enough as it is, and plus, you need this ring just as bad as us. Like, you should be happy you in this spot right now, and if we win a ring, you should want to come back to the team, regardless of if you're getting $100 million or not. So I mean, to me, I don't think so. I wouldn't pay CP3 $100 million for 3 more years. You already 35.
6, I think. 36. Yeah.
Even more of a reason not to give you a 3-year extension. Only only 40-year-old I knew who was playing basketball was Vince Carter.
And Tom Brady,
Journeyman,
the champ. Point. The champ.
I said basketball player.
Oh! I was just saying. Oh, I was just talking at a high level. The champ.
No, I feel you. I feel you playing who because I would have said Tom Brady's still playing at a high level at 40, but yeah, basketball is different, and Tom Brady's a QB.
All right, that's enough, brother.
Hey, I'll pass it to Melo. What's up, brother?
Let me throw a situation out here. If you are Philly, offer this to him.
I had another team in mind too.
Only way I offer this to, and I still wouldn't want to. Only way I feel like the only way I offer this to him is if he's in LA again.
So you wouldn't offer this if he was a 76ers come to Chris Paul, say, hey, we got a 3-year $100 million. You wouldn't do that if you Philly? Okay.
I would. If I'm Philly. Because my thing is, if you ship in, let's say, I'm just speaking hypothetically. Let's say we do flip Ben Simmons for CJ McCollum. I don't think that's gonna happen. Do I think CJ, like Melo said, 25 points per game? Do I think CJ, Embiid, and Chris Paul can make some noise? I do.
Yeah.
Doc got to win right now.
Noise, but
I mean, look who in the Eastern Conference Finals now. You don't think Chris Paul, CJ McCollum, and Embiid could have beat Atlanta?
I mean, that's if they would get CJ McCollum. Let's say.
Yeah. I'm just speaking hypothetically.
No, I feel you. I'm saying, let's say they can't get rid of Ben. You still giving them that $300 million? I mean that.
Not if I can't get rid of Ben.
I'm just saying, like, I feel like that's a bigger if, which is why I said if I'm the Clippers, I might do that.
So I bring this up because I believe in order for this to even happen, it would need to be a sign and trade with Ben, like for Ben Simmons.
Exactly.
Because I don't think Philly has that type of cap room. But
that was the other place I was gonna go.
You telling me though, if we swap out Ben Simmons and put Chris Paul on that team, that they wouldn't be in the Eastern Conference Finals right now?
I agree with you, Melo. That's why I said I'd do it.
I mean, right now,
I
still don't think. I think they would need another piece if they want to be legitimate.
Seth Curry balled. Show him some respect. Seth Curry balled. Seth Curry would be so nice with Chris Paul.
Seth Curry, bro, their team is.
I understand what y'all saying.
They want that. So the thing with them, they're the definition of one piece away. That is the current team that is one piece away is the Philadelphia 76ers. And I believe
saying switching out Ben and CP3.
Yes, 100%.
Fulfills that one piece.
Yes.
Because I'm still skeptical of that.
Because now you get Chris Paul and Embiid in the pick and roll. You open up Embiid whole game. Right now, what does Embiid do? Embiid gets it on a block and just do whatever they are, shooting a bunch of outside shots. DeAndre Ayton just shot 70% this season.
No, and I get you.
70%. Hey, you don't think that had no correlation?
I'm not saying it doesn't have any correlation, but I feel like the Phoenix have a better overall team than the 76ers. I feel like you switch.
Yeah. That's hard. That's hard.
It's hard, but I'm still skeptical. You give them CP3, they'll definitely be a nice squad, but I'm still skeptical.
You swapped them out, bro. They in the finals this year.
I agree. I'm with Melo on that one.
No, there are a lot of teams that could be in the finals this year. You swap out some players.
It's not some. I'm him. That's it.
No, I'm saying
that's all they're missing.
I'm saying this year there are a lot of teams that are one piece away. If we were to put a team and give them one
next
piece?
year. Next year.
That's what I'm asking. I just asked. Next year.
And Chris Paul was that missing piece for Phoenix. I think he
did
that missing piece for.
You put Chris Paul on that team over Ben Simmons. They are in the finals.
I'm asking. My
this year, next year, the year before, the year after. That's what they're missing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean next year is right now. We already talking next season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're out the playoffs. I'm talking about moving forward. In order for that to happen, they extend. Yeah, but I get what you're saying because I said they would have been in the playoffs this year. I get that, but I'm saying they would have made it to the finals this year, and I get it. Injuries, we get it. But I'm saying you put Chris Paul on that team. That's all. Like what did everyone say when we've talked about the Philadelphia 76ers just in our playoff breakdown?
I know what everybody says. Ben Simmons. He limits, like Ben Simmons limits a lot of what Philly can do. But my whole thing is,
and I'm not even a Chris Paul fan.
I understand. I'm just saying, you take that team, you swap them. Okay, cool. They make the finals this year. Cool. They're a nice team. I understand that. But put them in there with all healthy teams. They're still making the final.
Yes, I just said that.
Okay. All right. That's all I want to know.
I said this year, next year, the year before, the year after. They literally are missing. If Ben Simmons would have played like the Ben Simmons last year, they would have been in the final. They just need he scored. He shot 3 shots in the fourth quarter in the 7-game series. And I like Ben, and I don't even care for Chris Paul, but at the same token, it's just you put him on that team. I think they could even be better than what the Suns were.
I feel the same way about the Clippers. You put him on the Clippers team.
I don't know.
I kind of agree with you, Melo, just because I feel like the Clippers. I mean, I feel like the Suns. His fitting with the Suns, I feel like he essentially would end up dang near being the same thing.
Except with at least a better center.
Right, exactly.
And then I would assume that at least Tobias would be a very good third option. I'm not going to compare him to Devin Booker because that's not.
I forgot about Tobias.
But
Tobias was the third option when Jimmy was there.
Well, he's a third option right now. So I'm saying he'll be a good he's put a 20 in. I mean, as far as with a third option with a dude that don't score. So you open up the floor for him because you can't shift everybody to stay on the wing and have a free defender just moving around because of Ben. No, you got to account for everyone now. And now when Seth Curry is going for 30 or going bonkers behind 3, it ain't gonna be just him.
I mean, you could take this one down as Melo finish up.
Yeah. I'm good. That's just so the answer. My final answer was it depends on the team, on who. If I'm Philly, I would extend it. But if I'm most of these other teams, I wouldn't give him $100 million for 3 years because he's 36.
Hey,
what up?
Whose tweet is this, bro?
You know who tweet it is, right?
Hey, Melo. Hey, Melo, bro. I fired my name, my dog. We had the same tweet, bro.
Y'all had the same exact tweet?
Not like the same subject, but not
but
like
yeah, okay.
Yeah, same subject.
So
kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
And this is what all I want to do, bro. I want to just give y'all some background because there's a lot of misconception and a lot of ignorance because everyone was children when Reggie Bush had all this stuff going down. As a USC fan, I'm tired of it. So I'm just going ahead and let y'all know something, okay?
Talk your talk.
USC did not, and this is coming from Bleacher Report. USC did not pay Reggie Bush to play football. USC did not give Reggie Bush's family a home. USC did not buy Reggie Bush a car. No USC booster or patron ever gave Bush any money. The dude that supposedly got everything that kicked everything off, Lloyd Lake, was an ex-convict that got out and had dreams of trying to capitalize on Reggie Bush. Once he wasn't able to because Reggie wasn't going with him as an agent, then all this stuff magically appeared. Right. But everyone, for whatever reason, loves to say that he was paid by USC. And please, in all these court documents, find where he says he was paid by USC. That's all I wanted to get off my chest.
Talk your talk.
He was never paid by USC, by a booster, by anyone. He earned the Heisman by running all over the NCAA.
So give that man
all over
his Heisman back.
He don't even want his money. He just said, "Can I get my Heisman back?"
I don't even gotta say nothing. I think Melo touched on that so eloquently. That's nothing else said.
So
Get Reggie Bush his Heisman back. Period. And he balled. Like Melo said, for you kids, go watch some YouTube on Reggie Bush. We witnessed it. We witnessed it.
Hey, when you think of number 5 in college, there's only one person.
Only
that comes
one.
to mind. I'm just saying. So listen, I know we talked about how the colleges are doing, or colleges are now allowing players to you know how much money Reggie Bush has?
I said it. I'm telling you.
So much.
He would look for all those ignorant folks that thought he made money. No. He would have really made money.
Yeah. He wouldn't even have to play in the NFL.
Reggie Bush, facts. Reggie Bush probably would have been the most paid collegiate athlete.
Yep.
Highest paid.
So,
yep.
I think we're all on the same.
You see that? That's my tweet right there, bro.
Can we give him his Heisman back, please?
Hey, shout out Reggie Bush, man. Yeah, like Jay said, if y'all don't know who Reggie Bush is and what he did in college,
you YouTube sport watchers, because we know you out there. We know you out there. Go get Reggieし
Look at the comment.
I loathe USC
easily,
but this is the correct take.
NCAA players.
You got people that say they don't even like USC saying that.
This is the only issue I have, bro, is that because of all the stuff that happened, like people, instead of trying to, and this is goes back to how our media is now, no one cares about being right. Right? Like, no one
the hottest take.
Yeah, they just want to say the most crazy things and hope that it stick and then get some likes. Like so that's how the whole story of the USC, like, no one did the research on the mess. And then when it actually came out, it was too late. It was too far gone in the game when all the research or the actual findings came out. That it's similar with how I be talking about the Skip and
the Draymond and KD
crying in the locker room. The players, they done talked about it on multiple podcasts now that's fake, and why are they still doing that? I don't care. So yeah, get Reggie his Heisman back, bro. Good job, man. Today, that look, the party is saying give him the. It went up twice.
Great minds,
bro. It went up twice. That should tell you something.
Shouldn't have.
Well, there you have it, folks. That is what the tweet. Good job, fellas. Good job, fellas. And as we always do, let's end it with our shout outs. Shout out to Lamp. I know he's been working through a headache, so go ahead and go first, Brody.
Hey, this the headache episode.
Yeah, man. This Lamp flu game, bro. Because he don't take medicine, bro. He's a natural healer.
My head was banging,
he was still on it, bro. Because he was shooting shots off left and right, so he still was on it. I'm glad. I'm low key glad because if he was regular today, ooh,
he'd have been.
Lamp went for 81 with a flu, bro. Lamp went for 81 with a headache, bro.
Good stuff.
I'm just glad we ain't had no drinks this episode because I might have really been talking. But once again, shout out to my brothers, man. This episode was dope. We had a lot of good conversations. Shout out to y'all boys. Shout out to Flyyr Pop. Y'all already know. And Flyyr Gaming. You know what's up. Go tap in. Shout out to Norris Vision. You know what's up. Man been working. Man been working hard for real. Y'all gonna see, man. Y'all gonna see.
Doc's rising.
Say it every week. But no, for real though. And y'all already know if y'all want to go get some shots, some headshots, y'all want to go get some photos, Aaliyah Cherry Photography, you already know what's up.
Get whatever y'all.
Shout out to Aaliyah. Shout out my brothers once again. And last but not least, shout out to the Frequent Flyers. My music duo group. Actually just performed last week. Performed last week. Had a blast out in Flint. But yeah, go tap into the music, and that's FREEQUENT Flyers. And I'm gonna kick it off to Huncho. Go ahead, brother.
And shout out to the guys. Shout out to everybody doing their thing. You know, keep pushing, keep grinding. You know, like Lamb said, shout out Frequent Flyer. Shout out to Aaliyah Cherry Photography. Everybody, Jay-Tay, keep doing your thing. Melo, keep being a GOAT. Jay-Tay, all y'all keep being a GOAT. You know what I'm saying? I can only hope to be like y'all.
Man, stop it, bro.
Yeah, man. Like D-Lamb said, man, shout out to Norris Vision. Kind of finding some new tunnels with my business, actually finding an identity. So, you know, just to give everybody a quick briefing of what Norris Vision is, I specialize in enhancing the platforms of athletes through the art of cinematography. So if you are an athlete, upcoming athlete, whether you know, high school, middle school, college, looking to go pro, free agent, whatever, trying to get on the team, man, hit me up. Already working with some people now, so man, just trying to give back, provide skills that I'm blessed to obtain. So yeah, man, tap in, man. Let's see, Jay-Tay, what you got?
Man, shout out to everybody, man. Like I said, man, just shout out to More Life. Shout out to new month, new energy, new positivity. We are halfway through 2021, everybody. So if you listening, just know, put your mind to it. You can do it. End this year off strong. Shout out to the fellas on here. Like I said, man, we all got a lot in the works, y'all. We're trying to put something together, y'all, for y'all very soon when we all in studio. So, man, be on the lookout. We appreciate y'all support, man. And one love to the Most High, man. Thank you for life. Like I said, more life. And I'll toss it to Melo, man.
Hey, man, appreciate it. So, obviously, shout out the gang, shout out the party, shout out Flyyr Pop, shout out Remy.
Flyyr Pop,
you already know what it is. You know, shout out Aaliyah Cherry Photography, tap in, Huncho Norris. You already know what time it is, Norris Vision LLC. You already know what time it is, Jay. Already know you got that in the works. I can't wait. I'm trying to get a purchase right now if I could. Hey, Frequent Flyers coming off a performance, price going up. You know what time it is. I do want to take just a quick second. Shout out my parents. Shout out my family. Shout out Tasha Brown, Marlon Brown. Shout out Jacqueline Harris, Collier. Shout out Mari Brown. Shout out Morris Brown. Shout out the family. Love y'all. Just take some time to show that.
What? Wait! One more shout out, because this is a sports podcast, and Lamp touched on it earlier. I just wanted to touch on this. Shout out to all the African American, the black athlete, the Olympians that qualified and are going to represent us this summer, man. Shout out to y'all. We definitely going to be watching and breaking it down. So I just had to make sure that I shout that out. Sha'Carri Richardson, that's a bad girl right there, man. That's a bad girl right there. Fast.
Hey, listen, all you folks that made it to this point, when that Olympics come around, if y'all really rock with us, y'all gotta really tap in. I'm a track guy.
Oh yeah.
But
Melo be waiting for that.
You just saying, you gotta tap in. I want y'all to see how amazing this sport really is, man.
Oh yeah.
So take time to really watch a couple events during this Olympic time, and we'll obviously talk more about it. But
yeah, we'll definitely.
You already know I have my eyes on high jump this year. I can't wait.
We definitely gonna break all that down, bro. It's gonna be so fun. But like I said, and that goes for all of the party podcasts. Shout out to all the family. Shout out to each one of y'all family. Shout out to your family, Remy. Shout out my family. And once again, shout out to everybody who's listening, who's tuning in. Like I say every week, we can't do this without y'all.
We love y'all,
man. For real. That's been another episode.
Man, I feel like Denver Melo in this bad boy. 15, episode 15.
Episode 15. Hey, I'm glad we did not make that agreement before the episode started, because I did go check and see.
Bro, I'm not listen, bro. I wouldn't do my boy like that. You know what I mean? I lied for you before I lied to you now.
Real.
Right.
Hey, episode 15. Y'all know
Party
what time
podcast,
it is.
we out.
We out.